Somebody asked me the other day, how do I get from junior college to D1? And so I was thinking about that. This is what I told them. 3 main things that are very important in order to get to the next level. Number 1, you got to write your goals down. You got to be very specific with where you want to play. What kind of school is it? What level are they? Are they Division 1, Division 2? What conference are they in? Be very specific with where you want to play so that you have a clear goal in mind. You need a clear goal so that when you're practicing every day, you can make a good plan. And that goes into step number 2. But you have to understand where you want to go so that all of your energy is directed towards your goal. If all of your energy is not directed to your goal, then you're wasting time. Then you're wasting energy. Then you're not doing everything that you could do in order to get to that level, in order to achieve that goal. So write your goal down. Be very specific. Be very clear. Write a couple of schools down. Like, make a list. Make maybe like 5, 10 schools that you really would like to play at. Number 1. Number 2, create a very good, specific, clear process on how you're going to get to that level. So you have to understand what kind of player these schools are looking for. You have to understand what kind of player does the school that you want to play at recruit. So look at the tools of all the guys that are recruited already to these schools. What kind of player are they? Do they have 5 tools? Are they fast? Do they throw really hard? Do they hit a lot of home runs? Like, what kind of player are these players? You have to understand what tools you have compared to the tools that they recruit. And if you're lacking something like speed, then you have to create a plan that obviously is going to keep getting you better at every area, but it's also really going to improve your speed. In my example, I really wanted to get my stolen bases up. So what I did was that I would wake up at 7:30 in the morning before school. I would run sprints with one of my teammates. We would get sprint work in. So we wake up at 7:30 in the morning, me and my boy AJ. We would run. Me and AJ would wake up at 7:30 in the morning, probably 7 o'clock, before classes started. We'd get our sprint work in because we were dogs. And then we would get our sprint work in, and then we would go to class. We go from class to practice, from practice to lift. Like, yes, it would be a full day. It would be a lot of work. But we were willing to do whatever it took to get to the next level, like by any means necessary. And so we had to wake up early and do sprints before practice and lift. Like, that's what we had to do, so we did it. And so it paid off, and we both made it to the next level. Like, that's the stuff that I'm talking about. Like, you have to be able to assess yourself, understand what you have, understand what you're lacking, and create a plan to have access to the tools that you didn't have before. You have to become that complete package and that complete player that these schools really take interest in, and that these schools really want to recruit. Number 3, this is the other half of the equation. Number 3, you have to have a good plan in place, and you have to get in front of the right eyes. So how do you get in front of the right eyes? Well, you have to be able to communicate to your coach, whoever you're playing for currently at the junior college level, that you really want to play at this school, Like, you have to let your coaches know where you want to go after junior college. At the end of the day, you're at junior college to get to the next level, and your coaches know that. So you want to have a good relationship with your coach. If you don't have a good relationship with your coach, then you're probably cooked, because he can't help you, and he's not going to want to help you. So understand that you want to have a good relationship with your coach so that you can tell your coach, you can have a conversation with him and tell him, hey coach, like I really want to play at this school. Can you help me get there? Can you get in contact with this school? Can you get in contact with their recruiting coordinator and put in a good word for me? And your coach will gladly do that if he believes in the value that you provide and if he has a good relationship with you. I would say that that's the best way to get the school that you want to play for come watch you is through word of mouth, from a reputable source like a coach, a good coach that has a good relationship with that school. Because if your coach is trustworthy, and one thing I'll say about junior college, especially if you're going to junior college for baseball in South Florida, one thing I'll say is that those coaches have connections to everybody, like literally everybody. Your coaches can certainly get you out there. Like they can put you out there if they really trust in you, if they trust in your skills and they think that you're a good person. That's why it's important to be a good player. So like I said, let me get back to the point. Getting in front of the right eyes. So it's getting in front of the right eyes. Another part of getting in front of the right eyes is using social media to your advantage. I used to post videos of good swings, and I used to post my summer baseball stats out on social media. And a lot of coaches would peep my stats and follow me along just because they saw me on social media. And I say that you really have to take advantage of all the tools that are at your disposal. So, and it's mainly Twitter for recruiting. So make sure that you post good videos up on Twitter. Now, don't be corny. Like, don't put corny captions on your videos. Like, everybody sees players who are mad corny and they post their stats and they say like all this stuff like, had a great tournament, blah, 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 looking forward to the next one. Or like, you don't have to post none of that. Like, be low key with it, be chill, and I promise you, you'll get better results than trying to be than trying to be corny and positive, go lucky. Like, nah, you don't need to do all that. Just be straight to the point. Post your stats, post a good video, and I promise that it will speak for itself. So that's how you get in front of the right eyes. You take advantage of social media and you ask your coaches to put you out there. So let's say the school that you want to play for got in contact with your coach, and your coach told them, come watch so-and-so play, come watch DB play, come watch Daniel Baez play. And so they're coming to a game. So, like 90% of the time, you know which game they're coming to because they're probably going to text you ahead of time. And so that's when it comes down to just being a dog. Are you going to fold, or are you going to rise up to the occasion? Like, that's it. If you got it, you got it. Like, if you really are who you tell these coaches that you are, then you're going to ball out and you're going to rise to the occasion. If you're not, then you're not. You're going to fold. And that's all there is to it. But you know what? Go strive for that school that's like, just chase your dreams, bro. Just strive for that school. Like, if you really want to play there, you'll find a way. Like, just go for it, bro. Whether it works out or it doesn't work out, just go for it. That's all I would say. Like, I've heard stories of guys that like end up committing to schools that you wouldn't think that they would play at, and they end up making it happen because they're really dogs. And then you hear about guys that have offers from bigger schools, but they ended up taking like a smaller offer, or like an offer to a smaller school because they decided that they could have a better shot of playing at that smaller school, and it really works out. And then you also hear stories of guys that somehow commit to this really big school and they just don't pan out at all, and everybody knew that they should have committed to a smaller school. But at the end of the day, you do you. Like if you're a dog and you got it, you're gonna find a way. You're just gonna find a way to do it, by any means necessary. And so you make what you want to make out of your journey. The whole world is in your hands nowadays. Like, you can really become the player that you want to be. And if you're playing junior college, you're already athletic, you're already skilled, you're a good player. Now it comes down to developing the full tool set. It comes down to playing in front of the right eyes, and it comes down to being very specific with your goal. If you do all these things, like, there's no doubt in my mind that you will make it. So that's all I got. Let me know if there's any questions. Like, I doubt anybody's gonna see this video, but if you see this video and you actually watched it, if you have a question for me, I played Division I baseball. I played junior college baseball. I played baseball for 18 years and I'm finally done now. But I'm an open book, and so I'm willing to help anybody along the way, like anybody that wants to make it. I'm here to help. And so let me know if you have a question. Please like this video. I don't know nothing about YouTube, but just like the video. Like, I know that we all know that a like is good. Just like the video, and maybe it'll help me out, maybe not. But anyways.